Hello, I'm A.D. Ramsey of DeVita Handcraft Soap, and today we're going to do some very simple packaging. I have a couple of orders, and this is a larger one, so I figured that I would just bring you along. But if you really want to know some great packaging tips that are really creative and super nice, I suggest that you go visit Miss Holly over at Missouri River Soap. Awesome. She's awesome at packaging. But this is just, I'm not even going to put it in the inner box. So let's get started, and I want to chat about my vacation. So this particular order, like I said, it's not going to have an inner box. It's just going to go out in a priority box as is. And I'll fold it this way. So, about my little vacation. I had such a great time. I went to visit my family, and usually when I go and visit, I don't have time to stay for very long. I only, excuse the tape. That's super loud. I only stay for a couple of days, a weekend, and then I just dash back out. But this time, because I've started working at the school district and I left my chef job another week, I was able to actually stay and visit for a couple of weeks. And while I was on that side of the world, I went to Chicago as well, which is my all-time favorite place. I like traveling, so I've traveled here and far. I've been to Europe. I've been to Vietnam, Africa. I love to travel. But out of all of that, my favorite place is Chicago. I love it. You know what? Maybe I can... Wait 1 second here. I might be able to put this in a smaller... I'm just trying to see how much space I'll need. Oh yeah, I do need this size. Also visit my aunt. She's 92 years young, and she's very spirited. She still gets around with her little walker. So I can't go on that side of the world and not see her. That's just not going to happen. This this paper here that I'm putting to stuff on the bottom, just so I can have a little padding. This is repurposed. I'll say repurposed and not reused. Wink, wink. Paper that I've received when I've ordered either soaping supplies or soap from other soap makers. This paper came from who did I just order some soap? Royalty Soap. I was able to get a few bars, and I always order soap from people that I watch their YouTube channels or people who I'm following on Instagram at least one time a year, because I'm watching the videos, so I believe in supporting them in that fashion. So I have this down here, and I'm also going to get some more paper. So this paper hasn't been repurposed. So I'm going to put a couple of sheets down. If I can get it to separate. There we go. Just like this. Just spread it apart. Voila. And I'm just going to start stacking the soap in here. Maybe I should probably wrap them, but I ship it like this. I put a layer, and then I'll put a layer of paper, and then another layer and layer of paper, and we'll see if this all fits in there. Like that. Oh, I guess I could show you what they ordered. So this is the lemongrass. This is made with essential oil. And it has the flavor of lemongrass, and it has some embeds in it. that I've made into balls. Oh, they're doing testing. Oh. Hold on. This right here is the Jewel. And this is made with the Brambleberry when they had the Jewel collection. This is scented with the Jade. This is Zest Fest. This is scented with Rustic Essentials, lemon curd, and lemon essential oil. But the lemon curd turned discolored the soap a little bit. So, but we had a naming contest, and the young lady that won, she donated her soap because the day of the contest was volunteer and donation day. So she donated her soap, and I matched her donation, and we were able to donate 2 bars of soap to a person in need. I thought that was very nice and inspiring. And they also ordered, this order also has the bath bomb that's scented with Rustic Essentials light blue type. And because this bath bomb, look at it, it's flat. It's nothing wrong with it, but I'm going to just send them this bomb for free. For their sample, I have a little sliver. Actually, this is probably about 1.5 ounces of Eccentric, which is scented with Brambleberries, my all-time favorite scent of lychee red tea. That's my all-time favorite scent. All-time favorite. I love it because it's nice and light, but it's not overpowering. This is Amber Star. This is a masculine scent, but it's not really overwhelming. And it's scented with Brambleberries, lavender, amber lavender, I think. So, and it smells so good. When I first made this, I sent it out as a sample to someone, and the guy called me and said, I just want the whole batch. However many bars you have, I'll take it. So this is my remake of that. I have a video posted here on YouTube as well. So I have this all nice and flat. So I'll use a couple of more sheets of my repurposed paper, and we will do all that all over again. So summer is coming to an end in most places, but here in the valley of Las Vegas, we're still at 106 degrees. So we have a long way to go before it's nice. Oh, and I also have some soap dishes, and this one has the holes, but it's whole right here, and so the soap is still drains if you have it in your shower, but it also will stick to the counter. You know, it's a little more sturdy, has a little more heft to it. I'm going to wrap that up in a piece of paper. I'll put this also in a piece of paper. So what did you all do for summer? Or what do you have planned? We're already, when I got with my family, we already started making plans for Christmas. So for Christmas, we're going down south to visit my cousin who lives in Albany. So if you know where that is, then you probably have relatives there, because no one says that. People always say Albany, Georgia. But if you live there or have relatives, the locals say Albany. So this is going to be wrapped, and we'll put another piece of paper right here on top. And then I'll get some foam, because I don't want the balls to clink on each other. So I'll put a piece of foam right here in the middle, and then I'll bring you back and show you how it looks. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys This is a whole big plastic bag. And it has peanuts, little, I don't know, what do you call it, pillow packing. I have all kind of stuff, some more repurposed paper for packing. Whenever I get something, I always save the packaging, always. So don't throw your packaging away, because you can repurpose it and when you're packing your own things. So make sure, you know, that you use it. So I'm going to put this right in between so it doesn't hit each other. I think I'll put a little more paper right here. Or maybe, wait a minute, maybe I won't put that there. Maybe I'll put these peanuts. There we go. Oh, too many. Take a couple of those off. All right, there we go. And now it's on all the sides. Repurpose, and I'll put a piece of paper on top. And there you go. Voila. Oh man. Womp, 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 womp. I was supposed to put the twine in there so it would be a tie on top, and I didn't do it. So guess what? I had to take this all apart and do it all over again. Oh, okay, I'll bring it back. Okay, now that I've unpacked it, so you put the little string right here. You could put underneath this couple of layers, but I'll just set it right here. And that's all I needed to do. So I'll bring you back once I get ready to close the box. Okay, so we're back. And it's repacked properly. Now all we're going to do is just tuck this top one on here. And I don't know if I shared this story with you all, but let me bring you this pack of tissue paper, wrapping tissue paper. You see this? And I've used half of it. But I was at my least favorite store ever, which is Walmart. Not a fan, but I had to go there for, they have a, what was it? It was something that they, some old school deodorant, which is Arid, the cream version, which of course hardly anyone sells. But so I went in there to get that, and it was during Christmas time, and they had a, this was not at the regular Walmart, but at the neighborhood one where they just sell the, you know, they have the pharmacy and groceries. That's it. So I'm sitting, I'm walking, and I overhear a manager tell the other manager, look, I want all this Christmas stuff out of here right now. Everything down this aisle is going to be 10 cents, baby. Before they could announce it on the loudspeaker, I had a basket and a half full of stuff. And not even for me, for my little cousins, for my aunts, and just everybody. And part of that was I bought a bunch of boxes and a bunch of this tissue paper. And this was before I even thought about soaping. I was still doing my chefing, and all this time I've had that stuff, and see, it's not hoarding if you use it eventually. So that's where I got all this tissue paper. Plus, like I said, I have that big huge bag of stuff that I get from ordering from other soapers and from suppliers as well. So I'm just going to make a little knot here. Nothing fancy. Voila. And there, oops, I'm not gonna do that. So it's just a little twine, just to give it some texture. And this is where I'm going to put the sample, because I decided not to put it right on the bottom, which I think I probably should have done. But I want that to be on top, the sample, and I'll also put a card right there, seal it up, and put the buyer's information, which I already have on one of these cards, the actual priority card, and I'll stick that on there, and that's it. And this is for for smaller ones, I use the bubble bag, and I put a little smaller box inside of it, and I pack it pretty much the same way as this. Okay, that's it for today, and I appreciate you visiting. Please subscribe and like the video. I appreciate it. Have a good day and a wonderful rest of your summer. Bye.